Hello and welcome back, beautiful people. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Lydia and I am the Witch of Multirealms. Today I'm going to be providing a reading for those who have been seeing 888, 888. I will do another reading for those who are seeing 4 8s, but today we're doing 888. So if you have been seeing 888s, this message is meant for you. And before I start, I like to provide some disclaimer. Is that tarot is this is done for the collective. So there's messages for many people who are watching this, thereby with so many different people living different lives, coming from different background, cultures. I'm sure everybody has some variation to what they're going through and the story in their life. So please take what resonates for you. And of course, if you feel that the story or whatever details does not resonate, it's not meant for you. It's meant for someone else. So please leave those that are not meant for you and take what resonates for you. And tarot does not dictate your life. Tarot is not fortune telling to the absolution. So once again, if you hear anything that might resonate but has an outcome that you do not claim, do not feel is relevant to how you might behave, then do not let that be an absolution for you. Do not let that dictate your life. Tarot is a way to provide insights and guidance and to help you forge your path ahead with wiser choices. This is guidance from spirit. So what we're providing today is to help see what's the situation in your life, what are the challenges, and hopefully with spirit's guidance and message, it can give you an idea of what's your next move. Okay, so for those who are seeing 888, I'm going to pull an indicator card to understand what's the overall energy. Okay. We have here Prince of Pentacles, and the word below says construction. I'm using the Gil Tarot deck. This is my OG deck, something that I've had since I was 18 years old. It's the deck that I am the most energetically connected to, and spirit speaks to me through this deck in clear ways. So I usually use that as like a indicator card pull deck. I think I will use other decks in the future, but for now, as I'm just starting posting tarot videos, I will be using this Gil Tarot deck, and I will share the deck links in the comment section. So here you go again, Prince of Pentacles, construction. And Prince of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite deck is also known as the Knight of Pentacles. Now I'm going to pull a few cards from spirit. I don't use a traditional spread to read. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and I just let the cards come out from spirit to tell me the story I need to know, or the situation, or whatever is the background of what we're reading about. Okay. Again, it feels like this is a story of somebody very specific. Excuse me for my, Okay, if this really feels like a very specific, once again, it feels like a very specific situation that's going on for one person. But I think we can work with these four first. Okay, so to start, let me introduce and explain a little for those who are not familiar with tarot, so I will explain what the Prince of Pentacles means. Prince of Pentacles, also known as Knight of Pentacles in some traditional decks. Okay, so the Knight in the court suits of the tarot, the Knight is a go-getter. Is a person who is the protector, the action taker, the one forging on the path ahead. The Knight, you have the pages who are young energy, and then you have the Knight who actually takes action and like go get something, go charge towards something, is on the journey or on the move for something. And then you have the queens and you have the kings. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacle or the Prince of Pentacle is in action to achieve something. Now, interestingly, also, now that I kept saying that knights are in action, on the move, the Knight of Pentacles / Prince of Pentacles is the one knight that does not move that much. It's actually quite still. I would love so much to be able to show you what the traditional Knight of Pentacles look like. Let's see if I can. Yeah, oh, no, that's not him. Right, come on. Come on. Come on. Where are you when I need you? Come on, dude. Show yourself. I don't know why, but I feel like Spirit is pulling my leg. I have a feeling it's the last card. No, you better not be the last card. Okay, second last card. Wonderful. Spirit has a great sense of humor sometimes. Okay. So this is the traditional Knight of Pentacles. As you can see, the horse is not moving. He holds his pentacles very, very steadily. Okay, nothing looks impulsive, nothing looks rushed. The horse isn't moving. In fact, if anything, the knight looks like he is looking at the landscape far ahead, which is something we can't see much. We only see some little slopes in the distance, but we cannot really see what he's looking at, which could be something that's like going on over here, Anyways, that's the traditional one. And this is what we have here. That's for you. Also, it's giving me the energy of something that is in construction, as the word here says, construction. A wheel is being constructed, a pentacle is being constructed. It's a huge one, very elaborate and beautiful. If it's a wheel, as you can see, it's a very ornate looking wheel. It's beautiful. And there is a path ahead, but this prince is standing at the base of the hill, at the start of the path, and not yet made that journey, but is building the wheel. And of course, as we know, the wheel is part of a vehicle, part of what is required to make a journey. Okay, so what I'm sensing from Spirit is that right now, your situation, you are building the foundation, or the at the very, very, very start of planning to begin a new journey. And with Pentacles, I don't say this journey as in like you are making a holiday or a vacation kind of travel journey. I mean perhaps more to do with achievements. So it could be you building some kind of skill, building some kind of knowledge base, building some kind of resource or funds in order to prepare yourself to start a journey ahead, which could be trying to get a new career, build even, it feels like a career. I wouldn't even say it's so much about building a business. It could be for some of you building a business, but I feel more that this has got to do with establishing yourself in the industry, in a career that has some kind of professional talent involved, professional skill involved. And you are like building on that skill right now. So why am I saying so? Because your storyline card, that I'm getting from Spirit, very first one is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, and then the next one is Justice. You have here two major arcana cards, by the way. You have Six of Swords in reverse. And you have Strength card, which is another major arcana card. Okay? So what does this mean? What I'm seeing here is Spirit is saying, whatever you're building, whatever you're accumulating, whatever you're planning at this very beginning, or not even started part of the plan / journey, achievement, whatever you're working on, that pentacle, you're facing some kind of competition. Okay? Now, if you're familiar with the Wands energy, Wands usually denote new growth, new development, new achievement, new inspiration, something to do with growing, something to do with creating abundance in results, and to grow like a new project, to grow like a new resource or something. But clearly, as you can see in this Five of Wands, it's a clusterfuck. It's a whole bunch of people with wands jabbing at each other, and it's a competition, right? So this is a situation you're going through right now. I'm sensing the next card, being the Justice card, is that this has a lot to do with a fair or unfair treatment that you might be. Okay, so it comes out. So the Justice card came out upright. Okay, if it's in a reverse, I might say that there is an unfair advantage or situation that's going on that is against you. You know what? It could be you against someone. It could be someone against you if it's in the reverse. But no, it's not. It's actually in the upright. It means that something is going to help balance out the situation. It might have to do with the karma, or might have to do with the simply the fairness and rebalancing of the cosmic energies revolving around this situation. But Justice is in action. Justice has an eye on this competitive situation, and fairness will prevail. Fairness will prevail. Now, when I say this, some people, when they see Justice card, they're happy. Some people are not. It really depends on what you've been doing, how you've been feeling. No judgments cast, but you should know. Again, this should resonate for you, and if it does, you should know. According to what you've been going through, if you have been fair to people, if you have been doing things the rightful way, then yes, when justice prevails, it is in your favor. But of course, if you have done anything that is deemed unfair and created some level of disadvantage to someone or some people, when justice swings her sword, it will come down on you. So I just want to say that there is just no other way to sway the situation. Whatever it's meant to be, it's meant to be, but justice is here. So if you're feeling that something's been terribly unfair for you, or like someone has a leg up in the competition against you, and that person is doing things the wrong way, rest assured, justice is here. Okay? And what Spirit is showing me is that until this justice is executed, until the fairness and the balancing of the scales, until the scales are balanced, you will have difficulty leaving this difficult situation behind you and moving forward. Okay, Six of Swords in the upright shows a person being able to get away from the choppy waters and into calmer waters. The thing is, you got it in reverse. And when the card comes out in reverse like this, in your situation, what I'm seeing is that you can go to calmer waters sometime down the road. It's just not yet. Not yet, because it is after the justice. After justice done her job, and then perhaps this will come this way for you. But right now, it is still like this. Or it could be that you are simply waiting for justice to happen. You can't let go. Because let's not forget, the sword refers to air energy, refers to very mental energy. So a lot of things are in your head right now. It could be that you are really upset over the situation, and you are, I just want to say this. This can happen to a lot of people at different points of their life. And I'm just going to quote one incident of one period of my life that I can remember. And I hope this is able to help you understand what I'm trying to explain, or what Spirit is trying to explain, is that sometimes we may feel that something is unfair, and we're absolutely 1,000% sure, without a shred of doubt, something is absolutely unfair. And I'm sure when life is unfair towards you, or certain people in your life have done something so unscrupulous or wrong towards you, that you really feel that karma will happen instantly and give you the satisfaction of seeing righteousness happen, and the inability to release that anger, that frustration, that disgruntledness holds us back from moving forward. And let's not forget, when you don't move forward, there are other things that are waiting to come into your life to bless you, to fulfill you, to make things happier and brighter. They are like in a queue, waiting for you on the other side of the door. If you don't learn to let go of one thing, and both hands are clinging on to a past situation that you deem unfair, let's just say your hands are too full clinging on to the old scenario, and you gotta let go of this in order to open the door to what's new and beautiful on the other side. Sure, if you want to be calculative, you can say, oh, but I'm unresolved here. It's unfair. You feel unresolved and you feel unfair because you're waiting there, hoping to see justice and karma get executed right now based on the time and expectations you have. You want to see justice right now. That's why your hands are clinging on to the old situation where you felt like somebody did you wrong. But let's not forget, that's not how karma works. And that's not how justice works. Justice will come when justice want to come. Karma will happen when karma is meant to happen. And also, a lot of people did not realize that when something is, when karma, when the wheel of fortune is meant to turn, when karma is supposed to happen, one day, someday, it's not up to you to decide when and how it happens. Even if you truly know someone did you wrong, you are probably also not the one to execute it. So in case, I don't know who needs to hear this, if you do not realize, if somebody out here listening to this has never realized that no matter how right you feel you are, and karma is, you're waiting for karma to happen, just so you know, you're not meant to be the one executing that justice. If you do, that would mess your journey up. Trust me. Don't try. Don't try to be the one swinging that sword. I know a lot of people don't believe in what I just say. It's very controversial for a lot of people to hear this, but I'm just speaking from source, and I know even in my own way that fairness and the balancing of scales it's not in your own time and power to do. Okay, just move the hell on to a better day, because trust me, there are better things coming. You know why? Because while Spirit is saying you gotta maybe get into the energy of moving on. And how to do so? Tap into your inner strength. Now, this strength card we're looking at here, you can see a woman. She is maneuvering this lion in a very gentle fashion, okay? Getting the lion to open its mouth. I think the lady's trying to check for a root canal. Whatever it is, the lion's not resisting. It's giving like, yeah, okay, have a look. See what I had for supper last night. You see, I just want you to know, first of all, tarot is not gender specific, okay? The lady here, I'm not saying you're a woman, you could be a guy. You could be a woman, you could be a guy, you could be anything, anyone. But tarot is not, excuse me. Tarot is not gender specific, okay? But the woman on the card refers to inner strength, refers to intuitive strength, refers to the yin energy that a person has. Everybody has feminine strength, everyone has feminine energy and masculine energy in all of us. And when in balance, the two are divine and perfect and has great harmony. And that brings about the flow of our life and being in this life. And the female here denotes the feminine strength you have inside you. The quiet, muted inner strength that is tied into your inner guidance and your intuition. And again, this image is showing us that she has the ability to tame a lion, to open its mouth, to let her check what's inside, to put her hands in the mouth without resisting, without so much as biting her back. And she's doing it gently, with confidence and grace. So what I see is Spirit telling me that you actually can develop further. You have. First of all, if this shows up for you, you have it. It's just that you need to remember you have it and you need to work on it to let this situation ease itself out. Because by tapping into your infinite inner strength, it would then help you navigate across to happier days, calmer waters. Clearly, a lot of things are in your head right now. I don't think this is very far from the narrative I'm hearing from Spirit. This really might sound like a situation for a very less than a handful of you who's watching this video. But clear as day, I'm seeing there's something unfair done to you and you simply want justice. Okay, Spirit, what's the guidance for this group of people? Please tell us. Moving forward, what should they do? What's your guidance? Everyone getting all these major arcana cards. Gosh, goodness me, goodness me. Okay, beautiful. Okay. I like it when Spirit is so candid. No, honestly, not very, you know, there isn't a lot of working through. It's really like in your face. So Spirit's guidance, you got lots. By the way, you have 3 major arcana cards. On top of that, you have Justice and you have Strength, which is another 2 more. You got the Death card. You got the Chariot card. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Okay, let's do this. Now, remember what I last said about Spirit wanting you to harness that inner strength, to remember that you have inner strength to move across to calmer waters, because you can. It's just that you're refusing to let go of the deemed unfair situation you're in. again, Spirit is saying, with the Chariot card, you can move forward, you can move ahead, you are good on your path, you're divinely guided. This is a time of huge change and rebirth for you. Now, the Death card, for those who are not familiar with tarot, if you see the Death card, you see Mr. Skulls sitting on the horse. You might think, oh my God, this is such an ominous message. No, I tell you, it's not macabre at all. The Death card is one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot, because it usually, okay, first of all, it very, very seldom means someone is dying or you're dying. It more often than not refers to a time of huge change. Something old is dying. Something old, usually it's something to do with the old way of thinking, old way of behavior, an old storyline, some old karmic situation, old, whatever that's old and no longer serves you is dying. Thus, propelling your soul to the next phase of its growth on its path and rebirth. So that's what death is about. And the fact that in your clarity, in the clarity that Spirit's giving you, this card literally is the first one, is Spirit saying loud and clear to me, just tell them that this is supposed to happen. This unfair situation where you are being heavily challenged with some kind of competition, and you are like, I can't let that shit go. That person did me wrong. Spirit is saying, let that go. It's meant to happen. It's meant to test you. Okay? So back to spiritual alchemy talk here. I knew this is what it's for. They are telling me read people's cards and then you can tell them more about spiritual alchemy. Okay, here goes. When it comes to soul growth, spiritual development, we are constantly tested by the divine. We're constantly tested by the cosmos, by the universe. The universe will always throw all these curveballs in our way, in our path of development, in our path of our life, starting from small, workable ones to bigger ones throughout your whole life, okay? And these curveballs, these challenges come in all shapes and sizes, in all scenarios. More often than not, it is meant to emotionally, it's not so much meant to, very seldom does it test you in the physical reality. A lot of times it tests you more in the unseen and the unsaid part of yourself, which is your inner emotions, your subconscious, your maybe injured childhood traumatic memories, some kind of stuck thinking that you might have. More often than not, those are the things that we are being challenged and tested when the universe throws us a big challenge to work with. And believe me or not, what does not kill you will definitely make you stronger. And the universe, unless it's part of your journey to physically suffer, okay, this sounds very difficult to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Unless it's part of your journey to end now, meaning this is going to be so challenging for your body that you really fall sick from it, physically get hurt or harmed from this so-called challenge, and it is meant to end your life one way or another, because that is predestined in your soul path in this life, okay? So that is a big if and unless. All other forms of challenges put in your way is there to help you learn how to grow, get wiser, and upgrade your soul to the next level. Which means nothing that the universe gives you is going to be so tough that it pins you down and you can never get up. Okay, I've said it out. Which always brings us to a person seeing this card. Which is why I say it's not about you really dying. It's about you dying inside. It's about you having something like a seed of impediment in you, a limiting thinking, a limiting feeling, the feeling of lack, perhaps some kind of fear, something that is causing you to not manifest your best life and best outcome. It's always things like that. The unseen and the unsaid that is hidden inside your the recesses of your inner psyche that holds you back from growth. Okay, and Spirit is saying this round you're going through this because it is a very big part of your life. You are in rebirth phase, but fret not. As the heaven sees it, you are on your way. You are on the path and you're on the way. Now, the next card that comes just puts a big smile on my face, and it should too for you, because remember in the beginning, we see Prince here constructing the pentacle, okay, about to take that beautiful journey ahead, because diligent Prince is building that beautiful pentacle, and Spirit says, you will be getting that pentacle. The big, beautiful, shiny pentacle that you've been building as Prince of Pentacles, you are divinely gifted this pentacle. On this journey of rebirth, on this journey of rebirth, on this path of rebirth, you are divinely gifted this pentacle. Whatever wish, whatever goals, whatever desires that you are creating for yourself in this life, you are divinely guided and gifted. Now, your last card here in the advice is the Hermit. The Hermit is somebody who is, this Hermit, he's up on the hills, he's by himself, he's gotten wise, he knows not to let the he knows not to let the messy emotions, things that does not serve him, bother him. He's up in the hills. He's accumulating his knowledge with learning through his own communication with the divine consciousness. He is holding that star in the lantern as his guiding source of light and hope. He's using that as a way to guide him. Although he's alone, he is not. Although he's lonely, he's not alone. Okay? Yeah, this is the saying. As a hermit, although it seems like he's lonely, but he's not alone. He has the star with him. He has the divine guiding him. He's wise. He knows what serves him, what does not serve him. And that's why he does not have to be out there haggling with someone, hustling somebody who is trying to hustle him back or anything like that of that sort. And the fact that this comes, you see, the Hermit comes with the Pentacle. When you're well on your journey of growth and the divine hands you the Pentacle, which is part of your tangible reality and whatever you desire to manifest in this reality for yourself, at the same time, you are also growing wiser. It all comes hand in hand because this is a major arcana card. This is not something that you're going to have in a matter of a few days or a few weeks, perhaps not even so fast in a few months. And I do not like to put a long timeline against any tarot reading, but the fact that this is a major arcana card, it means that it is very much part of your growth, your soul growth, and these things don't turn around fast. I'm just saying that the situation you're in right now, it's part of the storyline of that challenge the universe has given you. It's part of that storyline to teach you how to let go of what not serves you, to let karma execute karma when the time comes on its own terms and not your terms, to use your inner strength to alchemize this challenge and to navigate yourself across to calmer waters, because it is in its entirety part of your soul development and growth. If you want to be on the right track, if you want to be gifted the pentacle by the divine, you need to show the universe that you deserve all these gifts. And when I say deserve, I don't mean like, oh, you'll be punished and you are not deserving of the gifts if you are not able to let go. The universe does for us what we want, because your mind creates the scenario. Your mind is the thing that creates the storyline for you. So it's not like the universe don't want to give you anything. When you don't let go of the past and you don't let go of toxic situations, you are not letting go and allowing yourself to receive with both hands what's good on the other side. Okay, I'm going to ask Spirit to give one from the Moonology Oracle. One more word of advice for you. The cards are sometimes a little sticky. Oh, okay, we have one. Communicate. Okay, the card says communicate. Okay, I'm going to read it out from the guidebook. Okay. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Oh, wow. Your outlook is positive, but you need to communicate with your higher self. The wiser self, the higher self. Or with the moon, or with someone. Start with the idea of communicating with your higher self. This is the part of you connected to all life everywhere. Learning to connect with this part of you is easy to do. Simply sit quietly and ask your higher self what you need to know about your situation. Request answers. Close your eyes, breathe gently, and see what messages come to you. Have a pen and piece of paper handy so you can make notes and then return to your breathing. You can do this exercise under the moon. Go out into the night and sit quietly, asking for answers about your situation. That's the esoteric part of this card. However, it can also suggest that, as well as divining answers in this magical way, you might also need to talk to someone in real life. Either to the person involved in your situation or to someone else who can help you. Interesting that it says here either talking to the person who is actually involved in the situation. It might not be beyond hope. If you felt like somebody is being unfair to you and is bullying you, pushing you into a corner, challenging you and making things extremely disadvantageous for you, a peaceful and graceful way to bring more balance into the situation could be just communicating with that person. But of course, we're talking about communicating with inner strength, harmony, graceful, strong, boundaries filled, but graceful inner strength. Remember the energy of the lady who could persuade the lion to open its mouth and look inside. She's not using strength. She's not. If she's using strength, we'll see it. Her clothes will be shredded, her crown will be fallen. Okay, but she's not using strength. She's gently caressing the lion and say, ah. Okay? So you can do that. You have the ability. if you want to communicate with the person. Additional meanings for this card. Keep the channels of communication open. Be open to new ideas. Meditate more. Work on your intuition. Absolutely. Work on your intuition. Pay attention to the signs that you're getting. So yes, you got this card. That's advice from Spirit with regards to moving forward, what you can do, something that maybe is a bit more of a tangible actions that you can take in the days and weeks to come pertaining to your situation. All right, so for those who are seeing 888, this is your message from Spirit. I hope this helps and resonates. Please let me know in the comment section if this message resonates for you, if it pertains to your situation. And I would appreciate if you, tell me anything you want to say so that I know that this is a good structure to work with and that you enjoy the reading. Please like, follow, and subscribe for more in the future. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye!